79, take one. And away we go. Throw it. Tow it. Swing it. Swing it. Grab it. Nab it. Snap it. Trap it. Pop it. Pop it. Smash it. Smash it. That's the way. Every day you can play Beat the Clock. And now here's the star of the all-new Beat the Clock, Money Hall.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you and welcome to Beat the Clock. Isn't it fun to be part of a show that brings so much enjoyment into the lives of everybody? The best stunt show of all time, Beat the Clock. And they've really modernized the show. Look what I got here beside me. All right, fellas, I'll see you later. The way we play Beat the Clock is two teams play against each other, and they play against our famous clock for lots of wonderful cash prizes. And now we're going to meet our first two teams for today. Jack Nars, please.
Well, Monty, from San Diego, we have Gary O'Hara and his #1 lady, Chris Keller. Gary and Chris. Playing against them, a couple who met and married in New York City but now live in Long Beach, Ed and Donna Gaffney. Ed?
Hello, Ed. Donna. You met back in New York City?
Yes, he did.
Tell me something about it.
Well, I was a bartender back there, and Donna came into the bar, and a few months later...
Unescorted?
Unescorted.
Really? And what did you order? Can you remember? Don't tell us about it. I want to think of you as a milkshake girl, all right? All right, Edward and Donna, good luck to you. Gary and Chris, not married, but his best girl, right?
Oh,
Gary,
so.
Chris?
How do you do?
How long you known each other?
Oh, about 2 years.
Oh, it's a long time, long time.
is.
What do you do?
I work at a hospital down in San Diego. I just graduated from school in June, and I'm going to spend the year traveling and playing a little golf.
What did you graduate in, golf?
Golf and biology.
Oh, in biology. It's good to know you have something going for you. And
yes,
Chris,
totally.
what do you do?
I'm a neurophysiological technologist.
Listen, just for saying it, she gets a prize. Right. I don't know what that is, but maybe if you stay on for a few weeks, I'll get to know what you have in mind. All right. Chris and Gary, Donna and Edward, we're going to play a little game now, and in the first round, we'll have the stunt that pits the men against each other for a nice $500 prize. We call this one Squattez-vous, and you'll find out what I mean. Gentlemen, come right over here to the starting line, and I'll tell you what this is all about. We have two little boxes over here, and I'm going to ask you to propel these boxes down to the finish line. The finish line is way over here, and what you have to do is get that box across the finish line, then get all the way back and get another box. There'll be another one waiting for you, and the first one that gets two boxes over that finish line will be the winner, or the person who is leading when time runs out. How much time do we have for this stunt on the clock? 60 seconds. Coincidentally, you may wonder how you're going to propel these boxes. You think you just, oh no. We got special garb for you. Take a look at this. A special World War I, or maybe even the Spanish-American War belt, fastens around you, and from the back, a rope with a ball that hangs down there. If you will just put these boxes behind you, the red one behind red, the green one behind green. Just open up, that's right, make some room right behind you. Come up to the starting line. And if you squat, you'll find that you'll be able to get, I'll give you a good flying start. You'll be able to get it in the box, and if you do, you'll be able to propel it. Now don't put it in yet, just stand up straight, and when I say go, then you dip down, and then you got to scrunch all the way. If the ball comes out of the box, you'll have to go back and start from the beginning. Ready? Go! Yes, these guys are good. These guys are good. Okay, back and get the other ones. Now the trick, they got that thing bouncing around so much. All right, all right. No hands, no hands, no hands. No hands. All right, that's it. Eddie is the winner. Eddie's the winner, and I want to tell you, Eddie, you not only won, but you won fair and square. I was watching your opponent using his hands to get that ball in the bucket, and he still lost, which shows you that he's a much better biologist than he is a golfer, okay? All right, now, Edward, having won for the team, gets $500 for the Gaffneys, and what is even just as exciting or even more exciting, is that you'll have a chance to double that to 1,000 because now you've earned the right to play as a team. And the two of you will play a little game over here, and if you'll waltz with me past the balloons, I will introduce you to a new stunt that involves these balloons and a special way that you're going to play. If you stand on the mat over here, Donna, facing out here, and Eddie, I want you to stand in the middle with your back towards Donna. Your back towards Donna. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to throw a balloon in the air, and she's going to break it. Easy enough, right? Now, you may want to know how she's going to break it. Well, she's not going to break it with her fingernails or anything like that. She is going to break it with some special apparatus. The special apparatus being this hat with needles on top. Just throw that in the air. I'll show you what you see what happens when a needle hits a hat. When a needle hits a hat. It's a beautiful song. Now, also, I must tell you, Donna, that it'd be easy if you just jumped around and found the balloon. So we're going to blindfold you. Yes, Lisa is going to blindfold you so that you can't see where the balloon is, which makes it important for you, Eddie, because you are then going to have to throw the balloon in the air and then race back and grab her and lead her so that she's under the balloon so she can break it, right? You can't break it for her, but just lead her to where it is, and if she gets under it, she'll break it. How much time do we have for this particular stunt? You have to break 2 balloons in 55 seconds. 2 balloons in 55 seconds. All right, let's bring the first one out. Remember, you throw it, race back, and direct her underneath it. If she misses, get her back on that mat. Ready? Go. All right, get her back underneath it. Just right back on the mat. I'll help you with that. Throw them up high, throw them up high, throw them up good and high. That's it. Now lead her to it. That's it. You got one. You got one. Okay. Here comes a possible second. He's leading on it. No. Punched her in the nose with that one. No needle on her nose. And Eddie threw his arms around her head to kiss her. He got $500, also a handful of needles, I think. But Donna and Eddie just completed that stunt beautifully with lots of time to spare and pick up another $500, which brings them up to $1,000. All right. Maybe you're going to add up a lot more because there's more coming up in just a few moments right after these commercial messages. Welcome back. Now, my dear friends, Chris and Donna are going to play shootout at the OK Corral. I got pistols for both of you, and here they are. Water pistols. They really work, too. Watch this. I think I just got the cameraman. Good. He deserves it. Now, you have lots of pistols with lots of water inside, and what you have to do, my dear friends, is fire these pistols at our very, very thin paper that we have over here. And if you do, and you soak them well, why, they'll just break away, and you'll see them fall to the ground. And the first person who can break 3 of those tissues and get them falling down will be the winner, or whoever is leading when time runs out. You understand that, right? You just fire away at those things and melt them away. How much time do we have for the stunt? 60 seconds. Grab your pistols. Remember, you got 3 green ones. You got to get the 3 red ones. Don't cross over and shoot the other person. Ready, get set, fire! I think they both got the range. Look at this. Looks like a red one is going. One red one is down. Chris is on her way. He's got one hit down. Look at her go. Oh, right back to the red on Are you sure your name is Chris O'Hara, not Annie Oakley? Boy, can you fire away. She's really good at that fire. Just broke it away in no time at all. All right? That gives the red team their first $500 and a chance to play together now. Since you're not yet married, this may be a chore for you to play together, work together, but we'll see. This one is called Looky, Looky, Looky. Come over here, and I'll show you how you play Looky, Looky. Would you sit on these 2 chairs facing each other? Good. I want you to notice that we have put a big wall, a division between you, because there's the identical thing on either side of the wall. You can see your table. Gary, you can see your table. You don't have to worry about what's on the other table because they're identical. Each of them contains about 13 hats. Let me show you the kind of hats we have. We've got a nice straw hat over here, folks. Anyone like to take a picture of a man in a straw hat? Well, why should I tell you? We got Mickey Mouse hats, we got straw hats, we got sailor hats, and my favorite over here. My favorite here, because this is the one that puts me back in show business. Well, it didn't mean anything to you, but it brought me back to my old days. All right. Now, the same hats are on both sides of the wall. And what I'm going to ask you to do is I want you to race back there and put on a hat, come back here, sit down and shake hands. If you're wearing the same hat, good. Do it twice during the time allotted to you. If you can match hats, you're going to get another $500. So it's a lot of intuition in what hats you grab. You have, for this stunt, 55 seconds. Are you ready? Good luck. And when I say go back and grab a hat. And sit down and shake hands. Ready? Go. Let's see what hats they grab. What about they grab the same thing? No. Wrong hats. Away you go. Mickey Mouse in a cooking cap. Now he's got the cooking cap, but he got Mickey Mouse. How do you like that? Don't wear the same cap. All right. I'll let him off this time. Don't grab the same. No. Stop the clock. I'm going to hold the clock. I'm going to hold the clock at 35 seconds. I forgot to tell you, you can't come back wearing the same cap. I let you off for the first one. I'm not going to let you off for the second one, because if you did that, then you'd know immediately which cap to grab. So I'm going to keep the clock at 35 seconds. Give me these two. They're out of the running. Okay? Now go back. You're going to start all anew, and you cannot come back with the same cap. Ready? Get set. You've got one. Go. You've got one, he says. I gave him one. All right, it's straw hat to the face. You can't wear the straw hat to the face. Okay, here we go. A beret and a cowboy cap. And you've still got 25 seconds. All right. Well, that was good. You did it anyhow. You did it anyhow. Even though I stopped you and made you go back, you did it anyhow. And I loved when you kissed, when the two hard hats kissed. That was a concussion, right? $500 more for the red team. They now have $1,000. The green team has $1,000. We'll be back when they're going to play our very, very super bonus shuffle game. And that'll determine... Well, we're back. And we're back with these two teams. You're really super players, both of you. I mean, you've done a magnificent job. You both have $1,000. You've done just great. And this is a very exciting moment in the program, because we're going to play the bonus shuffle. See this shuffleboard of ours? Well, it's divided into areas ranging from $300 in value all the way up to $1,000. Of course, if you go off the end of the board or off the sides, or if it doesn't reach the 300 mark, those discs are out of play, and you get nothing. Now, the disc that touches the highest money amount is going to be the winner. And you get that money, and it'll qualify you to go on and play the bonus round for 10 times that amount of money. So supposing somebody gets $1,000 here, you get the 1,000, and then you'd play the bonus for 10,000. That's not bad at all. All right, now, we've got a tie game, so we had to toss a coin before the show to see who would go first in case of a tie, and the Reds are going to go first. Chris will go first, Gary will go second. It alternates, so it's going to be Chris, then Donna, then Gary, then Ed. Are you ready to go? All right, get ready, warm up that old shuffle disc, and don't go too far, but let's see how far you can go. Here goes Chris with the first one. It looks good. 900. I can see that Donna and Edward have already talked over their strategy, and he just said, get up and knock it off. Let's see if Donna can. Here she goes, Donna. First shot for Donna. Looks good, looks good. And it knocked it off. All right. And she's touching $900. Gary, your last shot. What are you going to do, Gary? He says he's going to knock it off. Let's see if he can. No, he's going to come up short. You have last shot, Edward. I don't know whether you want to disturb the old 900 here. Of course, you could always try and play it safe on this side of the board. Let's see what he does. Well, he didn't knock himself off, and he played it safe, and it's 900. The Greens win $900. That's the Gaffneys. The Gaffneys get $900. They're going to be today's champions. They're going to play the bonus game in just a moment for 10 times 900. They're going to try for $9,000 right after these messages. And the Gaffneys have earned the right to play our bonus stunt for $9,000. That's a lot of money.
Sure is.
Well, but you've earned your right to do it. And here's a very simple little bonus game that you're going to play. All I want you to do is to get these pins to stand up as they are. Of course, we're going to start by knocking them down. That's the easy part, right? I do that. You do the next part. You face each other. You put your hands on each other's shoulder. And you don't use any hands at all. Come on a little closer, Donna. And you'll have to get the three standing upright in the time allotted to you to win the $9,000. The time on the board is 40 seconds. Are you ready? Why don't you get around that one so that you have... That's good. Ready? Go. Oh, kneesies? Oh, that's an interesting game, kneesies. Can't do it. You got to use your feet. No kneesies, just feetsies. Just feetsies, no kneesies. No handsies. No. That's it, just feetsies. All right. Still 20 seconds to go to get $9,000. All right, you got one. 10 seconds to go. 10. Now the second one, you still have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I tell you, that was close. That was close. It took, you see, the first one took you so long till you realized that you have to work with each other. You were both trying to lift it from the same side. But when you finally put both sides against it, you did quite well. But not well enough to get the $9,000. But listen, so far today, you've accumulated $1,900. That ain't bad. We'll have more discussion with these kids right after these commercial messages. Welcome back. Chris and Gary, we're going to have to say goodbye to you because you lost the game, but you know, you're going to be taking away $1,000 with you, and that's not bad for a couple of kids who I hope someday will come back on the show as Mr. and Mrs. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well,
Gary, you know how we old married men are. We want everybody in the club. That's the way it goes. Good luck to both Gary and Chris, and to our champions, Donna and Edward, who have $1,900, and of course the right to come back tomorrow and play 2 new players. And add to your winnings, and I hope it'll be an awful lot tomorrow. Join us tomorrow when we meet a brand new couple with these kids on Beat the Clock. Bye-bye, everybody.
Today's consolation prizes are Syndor's Perfect Sleeper Mattress, an exclusive Syndor foundation, provides firm support where you need it, luxurious comfort where you want it. Perfect Sleeper from Syndor. And the Premier Glider bends over backwards to make cleaning under furniture a snap. Built tough for years of use from Premier. Plus, Nestle Egyptian Henna for beautiful hair. Deep conditioning improves texture and body. Nestle Egyptian Henna, nature's way to beautiful hair. And from San Juan, 6 soup mugs and noodles to go. Nutritious, delicious dish that comes in its own dish. Just add hot water and 3 minutes later it's ready from San Foods. And a waffle iron, plus Staley syrup, the all-natural syrup, no preservatives, nothing artificial. Staley syrup with a rich country maple flavor that naturally tastes better. This is Jeff Nars speaking for Beat the Clock. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.